you doing? I'm just looking for something. Must be here somewhere.
What are you looking for?
That thing we did last week.
What thing?
No, the drawing you did.
Drawing.
Yeah, you know. For the Palantir. Oh, there you go.
Drawing for the Palantir?
Yeah.
Oh! God, it's a good job you found this.
Yeah.
Because everyone wanted to see the sketch from last week, so
There it is. There's last week's sketch.
Boom, sorted. What are we doing for this week's sketch?
I think this is it. Bleep that out.
Yeah. Ready?
Welcome, Strategy Battle Games, to another GBHL YouTube video. You're here with your host, GBHL Damian.
GBHL Tom.
And this is episode 56 of
The Palantir.
Oh yes.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
Oh yes. Whoa. Ryan's just gone nuts. Oh yes, we are back.
We are back.
On a Monday tonight, this time.
It is. I mean, you don't know any different, but it is a Monday.
Trust us.
Mm-hmm.
And we are happy to be here, but as ever for the next hour we'll be just having a little chat, and everything we say is only our own views and opinions and does not represent thinking the views of any other of the GBHL podcast or the Great British Hobbit League or any other form, body, organisation or institution such as Firestorm Games. Topical.
Topical.
Totally topical taste.
Tea toast.
Not racist, it's little.
Tea toast.
Yeah.
Last time it went to Jack Randa.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
I met him at the weekend.
You did?
Yeah.
There you go.
Very nice man.
I don't think he comments on the YouTube videos.
Oh, I should have passed it on. I should have told him to.
But we're passing it on his behalf.
We are
from
indeed.
Someone else at Cardiff who got your most sporting vote.
He did get my most sporting vote for a fantastic game.
For beating you, really.
Yeah, a really good game until he beat me.
Yeah.
But my most sporting vote it went to Mr. Dewey Evans, and we're going to give the tea toast to Mr. Dewey Evans. Make sure you
enjoy that tea.
Enjoy that tea. Go on the Great British Hobbit League and check out his blog. He's started it up earlier this year, and I can't for the life of it. It's something like
Have we mentioned it once before? Was it his year plans one?
And he's put 2 posts up that I read. It's something like Middle Earth, isn't it? Bear with me. This is appalling planning.
This is tedious.
But I think it's worth doing.
Yep. All right. Well, I'll chin wag whilst you look.
Do that,
and we'll come back. Last week you
Unearthing My Hobby. That's the one. Middle Unearthing My Hobby. Go and check it out.
That's cool.
At middleunearthing.blogspot.com. I'm sure if you Google that you'll find it.
Yes.
Lovely man. Very nice to meet you properly. And
yes.
Had a great game.
Very good. So last week you may have noticed that we went straight into the Palantir. From the get-go. We did not have anything at the start.
We didn't.
Quite a few of you noticed, which is... it would have been nice if no one had noticed, because then we would never have to do it again.
Yeah, but on the other hand, it shows how much they love it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I got hell for it in Cardiff. Right, what was the first thing anyone said? Was, "Why isn't I scared?" Like, "Hi, how are you?" I'm on the toilet.
So yeah, Acthon 39, no sketch. This must mean something that we just forgot.
We've only done 55, you see. It's hard to remember what we're going to do.
Michael Boyan, no sketch this week. So sad. So sad. Still a good episode though.
Thank you.
What did I miss? The sketch in the opening moments. Life crushed.
Yeah. Did you miss it? Yes. You all missed it. It's very quick.
Jeremy Smith. That is not his comment on the sketch. I've got it in the wrong place. Will you be bringing another load of SPG issue 3 to Nova? That's not to do with the sketch.
Just squeeze that in.
Squeeze the plug in.
It's been like 4 days since we talked about it to everyone. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, we will, assuming everything goes ahead and we go over, which we're very much open to and very excited about. Yes, we'll bring box loads over and try and get them through customers again.
Back to the sketch. Chris Murphy, that was a very long sketch for the punchline of an all-mounted Rohan winning something. Very good. Very good.
I don't think David Reed commented, did he? But he said to me at the weekend that it took him a very long time. I think it was David Reed. Someone said it took him a very long time before they realised it wasn't just an elaborate sketch. They go through all the bits.
Yeah. Zarfai Engel said, just to let you know how much this, because I think we said something like at the time, if you know about you shouldn't be sad that you've missed us on a Friday kind of thing, because we missed a week. He said, just to let you know how much this show haunts me in my day-to-day life. Just last week I found myself giggling to myself whilst on the bus because I had to think of Tom's amazing delivery of Rock City. You two are changing lives, you know.
Can you bring it back for a week?
No.
Can you?
Rock City? God.
Still good.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, that was whoa.
Whoa. Yeah, that was what I was struggling with.
Yeah, thank you. Changing lives. Perhaps not.
Yeah. If you donated a Freddo for every time we changed a life, could we afford Smaug Freddos?
You'd have to tell us.
We could probably afford a Numenorian.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. A plastic one without a shield.
Yeah. On the topic of the 50-point bat rep that Chris Murphy brought up, Knowlesy just went with EOWYN. He enjoyed that.
So I said at the end.
Yeah, it was good.
Strong fun. It was also meant to be EOWYN. That's what I was going for. EOWYN.
Oh yeah.
EOWYN. But yeah, strong, good pun.
Generation Shift Water bat rep, all in caps.
EOWYN. She'll be returning tonight.
Wazadi 1969 superb battle report. EOWYN is a boss.
She is a boss.
Jeremy Smith, a very unlikely and overly emotional win for Rohan.
I don't think. Do you mean me? Was I overly emotional, or was he overly emotional?
I mean, that's just your normal emotions.
No, I don't think I was overly emotional. I think I was the exact right amount of emotion.
Goldilocks of emotion.
I was just right. Perhaps he was overly emotional. Maybe he was crying or sobbing or something.
Tom Turtle, what a bat rep! Never seen Damian so excited. I have. Yeah.
Care to?
No.
Share?
No. Never share.
Ever share.
David Whittaker, amazing 50-point bat rep, almost made up for the lack of a sketch.
Oh wow, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, can't wait to see EOWYN continue her rampage of glory in the next episode. We shall see.
Fingers crossed.
Yes. Tanya T-Bone, great episode, guys. Someone should do a 50-point bat rep tournament.
With like 15-minute rounds.
Yeah.
70 games.
70 games.
Yeah, maybe.
And yeah, Patrick Bonemeyer.
It'd be like a Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Like, we just have like a 10 by 10 or something.
Or with 50 points. Epic 50-point bat rep. So
that was a good one.
There we go. Loads of comments, so it seems like they're doing okay.
Yeah. It's going to be fine until we run out of armies to play.
Yes. Some errata. Well, continuing the Rob Mycock saga. We don't know still.
No, he's
doing it again. We think he's being truthful, but it could be the best troll ever.
No, I believe him.
I believe him.
I think.
So he said, sorry I forgot to comment on the last episode. Quick clarification on my name. Rob Mycock was my genuine name. Photographic proof can be provided if necessary. It's okay.
It's okay.
However, my wife refused to use it when we got married, and despite wanting to double barrel our names due to being rather unfortunately amusing. Q 7 months of trying to figure out how to translate it into Irish and applying and doing deed poll, and now my official name is Rob Conroy Mayoch, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Spell Maighgeoc, which is a real name.
It's an Irish spelling.
Yes.
I think it's true.
I
think he's being honest with us.
Yeah.
But it also sounds like the perfect response if it wasn't true. But we think it's true. Thank you for the clarification.
Well, what's that game show?
Would I lie to you?
Yeah.
What's a lie? But thank you for the clarification.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of effort to go to.
Yes.
And these are the things we do for the ones we love.
Matt Lord of the Brownrin asked a very quick question, which I wasn't exactly sure what he meant. He said, once these videos go up, how long until you guys stop addressing questions? And basically, for you guys who are commenting, you need to comment within 4 or 5 days of the show going up. Basically, it comes out on the Friday. And then if we generally film on the Tuesday, Wednesday. So if you get your comment in by Tuesday, we'll probably talk about it in some way.
Yeah.
Potentially, we don't talk about all the comments. It's not.
And the time question needs to be about 6 o'clock our time, PM, because that's when Tom starts doing the comment review on the way.
So basically, when I leave work, I copy out the YouTube into a Word doc so I can do it on the training bus.
Yeah. But yeah, we normally, Tuesday's the most common day, and if we're going to record on a Monday, what we'll normally do is put up a post on the Facebook group saying get your questions in early because we're recording on Monday, just like we didn't do today.
Yes. Anyway, so what did we talk about last week, Damien?
Us. Giant narcissists.
Yes.
SB3.
Yeah. See what you did there.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, and it works on many levels because it's G3, isn't it, the rune?
Yeah, so just, what about S33?
Okay.
About 333.
Maybe. We talked about SBG issue 3. Thank you very much for the kind words, everybody. Rob Mycock said he's looking forward to it. Can you tell us how to pronounce your Irish version?
Yeah, can you put the Irish version phonetically?
Yeah.
Is it still Mycock or is it like Maho or something like that?
Maho. Gets an extra tag. Rob Canavan, I'm very excited for issue 3. The video is just an extended tease.
Yep.
Will do. Nolsey, hi guys, great. Looking forward to SBG issue 3. Really great magazine. Can't recommend it enough. Good.
Oh, we'll give it a read.
Yeah, keep up the good work. Can't wait to see the battle report as well.
It's coming together.
I've read a second iteration of it.
Halfway through the second iteration.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, he needs editing, but apart from that,
everyone needs editing.
Yeah. Generation Shift 92. Great news, guys. Can't wait to see it. King Bonazai, could you do an Army of Thor tactics guide for SBG, please? I will certainly buy. This is an interesting question.
Not for issue 3, we can't.
No, but we did kind of have one, and then it never got released, and it never got through. It was a 3/4 thing.
Oh, it was Sam, wasn't it?
Because Sam did the. So for those who know issue 2, our tactics article is.
I totally forgot about that.
Azog Suntis. The original brief for Sam was to write Azog Suntis and the Army of Thor. So if you remember from issue 1, we had cavalry and anti-cavalry all in one. So Sam was going to do Azog Suntis and Army of Thor in a 2-way thing, so you could have both sides.
Because he had both armies, and he played with both armies a lot.
But because what he'd written on Azog's Hunters was so good and very long.
Just space.
Yeah, we decided that rather than cull that so much that it would then become so few words for it to be as interesting, we decided just to keep it as Azog's Hunters. But yeah, if you contact Sam Page, he's probably got a almost done version of an Army of Thor tactics article.
The odds are, if I'm brutally honest, we probably won't have an Army of Thor tactics in SPG in the foreseeable future. Because there won't be one in issue 3 and there won't be one in issue 4. After that,
unless it gets put in a.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, I suppose.
But we've not talked about that.
We haven't. There's another one for you. That was good. I enjoy that. So yeah, we're also. It might be worth doing a bit of market research on this. We're also, the tactics article is our potentially most likely to go.
We think that the cavalry was really good because it was something that was quite generic.
Yep.
And James and Jamie did a super job. Sam also did a really great job. The difficulty is it's on a very specific army, so people said, some of the feedback was, I don't own Azog's Hunters, so as interesting as it was, I can't really apply it. And
so as much as they're good, we're thinking that perhaps for the future we don't do kind of army-specific tactics articles, because we've got 48 pages, which isn't a lot, and I think they're still interesting if you don't have the army, to be honest, and some of the tactics are applicable to anything, really. Or
if you're against them.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll be in it.
Oh.
Sarah!
Like the card I made for Damien's daddy.
Does it sound fun? Is that a ginger nut? That's spectacular. I'm going to let us sit together and drink tea and eat cake. These are Emma cards in the city. Cheap plug. I can't believe you're just plugging your own product on the Palantir. We would never do this.
And look at the white. That's embossed there. It's hard to do white,
Embossed. And can you see the 3D?
What?
It is hard to do
white.
white. You see the 3D nature of it on the side? They say it's your birthday. That's what they say.
That's what they say.
Just little Look at that. You got depth in that, you see. Lovely.
Bit of Nile.
Bit of Nile.
No, look.
Show some depth.
Yep.
Feel that. That's shiny like embossed.
Like Sunday morning.
Mm.
So yeah, if you need beautiful cards being made, send £10 to SBG magazine at Gmail.
No.
And we'll send you a card. I'll wait till Emma goes to sleep. Get a card.
She could do Lord of the Rings themed cards.
She probably could. There you go.
If you need a Lord of the Rings themed card for your birthday.
Yeah, there you go, Em.
What?
Lord of the
themed.
Rings themed cards.
Yeah, I'll look into it.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
We'll take like 75%.
Just email sbgmagazine@gmail.com if you're interested in the cards.
So yes, basically, we've been asking people like, what would you rather? A kind of an article from someone the sort of thing that Tom writes about statistics and points values, sort of thing I write about
Crying.
emotions and crying, Kieran's fluff article, those kind of things. Another one of them, or a tactics article. And if you tell us now, your contribution will influence an issue of SPG you'll read in about 18 months. Here's the reality.
So yeah, just so you know, tactics it is. I'll say, in or out of 3.
Oh, I see. It is mind reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, there is a tactics article in issue 3.
There is.
One person knows what it is.
I do. It's the person who wrote it.
Yeah.
We also know.
We do know. Okay, 3 people. Okay. So thank you for that comment to King Bonsai. David Reed was being a little cheeky. He said, looking forward to seeing what you have in store for us in SBG issue 3. I'm sure it'll live up to the hype. With a face. You know the
the hype we generate ourselves.
Hmm? Yes, exactly. Yes. I think that's what he's going for.
I'm almost certain it will not.
Haldir 88, that's great news with the launch in Stockport because I'm planning on making it my very first event.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
You're coming. He's Canadian. Haldir 88, isn't he? I thought.
There's 2 Haldir ones. There's who else is Haldir and Haldir 88.
Maybe I'm thinking
one
of that.
I think is from Switzerland, and one from Canada.
You think Ryan Ratchford's from Australia?
No, it was Thomas Maynard.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Well, great to see you.
Yes.
It's been really good to meet you.
There are too many Haldirs, sorry.
Bring a tenner.
Bring it. Thank you. Oh dear. Yes, so thank you very much for the nice comments. Okay. Trivia section.
Trivia section, a super special trivia section.
Yes.
We've been excited about this.
We have. Well, I'll get my question over with quickly. Yeah. My question was, who is the only character in the books to mention wereworms? And you thought this was an easy question, Damian?
I did.
How many people do you think got it right then?
How many comments do we have?
I reckon about... who answered that question, I reckon there were about 12, 13.
46.
Yeah, it's close.
How many people got it right? 7.
4.
4?
Yeah. There's about 1 in 3-ish. So yes, we had the answers of Radagast and Bayon. They were common answers. And also Gandalf / Azog, because people were going on the film.
Well,
yes.
I don't think Azog ever calls them werewolves.
No, he calls them Earth Eaters.
Earth Eaters, yeah.
The
fools.
The correct answer is
Bilbo.
Bilbo. And correct answers were given by King Bonazai, Jeremy Smith, David Whittaker, and Dave Egan. Congratulations.
Well done, guys.
Yes.
Dave Egan.
Egan
Chance to go and buy yourself Frodo.
just explained all of his answers. Like, this is it in the film and this is it in the book, and very good.
It's in the first chapter, I think.
Very good. Yeah, he said exactly that. So yes, well done to you for Damien. What was your question?
My question was, how many times does this guy's face appear in issue 1 and 2 of SPG, because it's a lot.
And you got a bonus if you got the correct answer for each individual.
A bonus chance to buy Freddo?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Individual issue.
And I'm presuming most people guess something like that a normal person would put in, like 2 or 3 perhaps. But
well, we had Dave Egan. How many pictures of Tom are there in issue 1? Answer: too many.
Hey!
How many pictures of Tom are there in issue 2? Answer: too few.
Oh.
How many pictures of Tom are there in issue 1 and 2 combined? Answer: just the right number. Goldilocks for the second time in the issue. This week. Bonus question: how many pictures of Damian are there in issues 1 and 2 combined? Chance to buy Freddo.
Oh, I don't know. Don't do this. There'll be more of me in issue 2. I don't know. Probably quite a lot. I'm in the back rep. Do you know?
He says the answer is
17.
None, but there are a lot of pictures of an Andy Murray lookalike. There you go.
Lookalike?
Lookalike.
I can't even deliver the punch.
You can count how many you are.
I don't know if Andy Murray's watching this, but good luck with the birth of your firstborn.
Dear. Whilst Damian counts how many times he's in it, Rob Mycock went for 29,075.5 photos in issue 1 and 0.5 in issue 2.
Nearly.
Yeah. Tabletop wargame.
Oh, sorry, cheeky profile pic.
That's an extra
There's a profile pic. Look at that for a bonus.
That is an extra one. Top Table Wargaming, that famous site for tickets, said how many pics of Tom? Not enough as far as I'm concerned. Gorgeous man. Well, maybe I shouldn't take the mick out.
Come on now, Steve.
This is of course Steve, who does some incredible terrain and makes us all very jealous because he's so damn efficient. No, that does not count. You're in the
reflection of me taking a photo. I don't think you can tell that's me.
No. Thankfully. Yes, David Reed said too many, but he had a serious answer. He said 26, 16 in issue 1 and 10 in issue 2. Less in the second one, hence why people say it's the better issue.
Hey.
Michael Bowyer went for 7 plus 8, which is 15. Jeremy Smith went for 42. David Whittaker went for 9 plus 8, 17. Halday88 went for 9 plus 7, 16. Bradley Cobden went for 13 plus 10, 23. Zalfai Engel went for 7 plus 8, 15. And Larry Miller went for 18 plus 13, 31.
Wow. Correct answer is 20 total.
20, which nobody got.
It was 13 in issue 1 and 7 in issue 2.
And what's the answer? 20?
Yeah.
The closest is David Whittaker with 17.
Woo! Well done, sir.
Yes. Oh, and Bradley Cobden with 23.
Well done, sir.
And what was it? 13 and 7?
Yeah.
Bradley Cobden got that there were 13 in issue 1, so you could probably get double Freddo Bradley Cobden and 1 for David Whittaker. Well done, guys. James still counting himself. Oh, that's a lot. You could be beating me. How many in issue 1?
This is backfire.
How many?
In issue 1?
Yeah.
The Tom heavy issue?
Yeah.
11.
Oh, there's only 2 behind me.
Yeah. And in issue 2, I think I genuinely forgot. I think it was 12. I think I'm on 23 total. Whoops. It's the profile pic. What swung at?
Yeah. Very good.
We go.
We also got asked a trivia question.
We did get asked a trivia question. When do we go in? Do we go in?
Yeah.
We got asked a trivia question by Mr. Larry Miller. And what was that trivia question?
That trivia question was on the back of our trivia questions, which to be fair was your one originally, which was which models in his collection has he painted the most? So a hero who he's painted multiple sculpts of.
Indeed. And we gave our answers.
Yes.
And we said there would be a live unveiling.
Yes.
And there is going to be a live unveiling. And it's happening now. That's not got his phone number on.
Chris Tarrant.
Hi, is that Larry?
Yeah.
Hi, it's Chris Tarrant on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Hi Larry, how are you?
Fine and dandy, yourselves?
Yeah, very well. Hello, the Larry House.
Yeah.
You are live on the Palantir. Please do not swear.
Yeah.
How are you, my friend?
Fine and dandy, how are you?
Very well, thanks. It's been too long.
It was the weekend, right?
That's hilarious for us because it's been a day. We're here. We're in the middle of the trivia section, Larry. And you set us a trivia.
We need you to help us answer a question.
And so, Larry, do you want to tell the fine people of the Palantir your question?
My question was, which character have I painted the most models of? It was 6 at time of the time of recording. I may have got a 7th down.
Oh yeah, you said that there might be an extra one.
Yeah.
And I said Thorin.
Yeah. And I said Legolas.
Because...
And you were both first and second highest number of models.
And my reasoning for Thorin was that Larry loves some Thorins, and he's done... I've seen a kind of Lake Town conversion, and I've seen King Under the Mountain, and that sort of thing. Yourself for
I went for Legolas because he's also done conversions like Legolas in Orchrist.
Yeah.
Legolas and Orchrist, not in Orchrist. Yes.
Legolas in Orchrist.
Yes, yeah.
There's your next profile.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is. So Larry, do you want to put us all out of our misery?
Okay, in second place with 5 different models, it is Legolas.
Dubakar! And do you want to tell Tom what he's getting?
He's getting 1 Frodo, so getting second place.
Yes. There you go, sir.
Frodo.
One Frodo.
Fantastic.
This is real Frodo from Larry.
Real Frodo from Larry.
This was handed it over at the weekend.
Wow.
He won. Larry, do you want to give the disclaimer about your Frodos?
Oh yeah, they might have been melted by a radiator. The ones I had were fine. But I left my coat on the radiator to warm for like a couple of hours because it was wet. And I forgot there were Frodos in the pocket.
We all do that.
I can check.
Yeah, it happens. But yeah, and as the winner, 2 Frodos. Double Frodo. Also, I did notice, Larry, I don't know if you've looked into this, but these, I don't know if I've got giant new paws, but these seem to be smaller Frodos from the multi-pack. Can you confirm?
Really? I've never actually seen that. I'll have to buy a multi-pack and a regular one at some point.
Yes, you will. I don't think it's not got a ground. It's not been melted. The detail is still fine.
Oh, look at that. Look at the details in the eye.
So Larry has the most Thorin models painted.
Yep, it's 7 now.
Can you tell us your 7?
There's the 2 Goblin Town versions.
So one with Oak and Shield.
One with Orchrist.
One with
Orchrist.
Yep.
There's the Lake Town one you mentioned.
Conversion.
There's King Under the Mountain. There's 2 young ones.
2 young ones?
So I've
Different
got him with
swords.
the Oaken Shield and him with the Dwarf Shield.
Oh. Cunning.
And then now the Pony conversion.
Pony, of course.
No barrel.
No barrel.
Scope for
There's
more.
scope for more Thorin. Myself and...
I've already bought 1 set of barrels I had to cut apart to make the Lake Town version.
Right. Myself and Larry,
A second lot.
we played at the weekend, and our Thorins fought each other for somewhere in the region of 6 rounds of combat, ineffectually batting each other in the head.
Did they both Oak and Shield?
No, they were both fighting, just not wounding each other. They were awful. And what about the Legolas?
There's no cloak and armour from Lord of the Rings.
Right.
And then Megalith on foot and Megalith mounted.
Very good. So there we go. I think we smashed that.
Yeah.
Pretty well. It's like Nova all over again.
Yeah.
But thank you very much for your question, Larry.
Yes.
And
No problem.
and you look forward to hearing from yourself in 4 days' time. All right, buddy. Take care, mate.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye. Larry Miller.
As I live and breathe.
Dawn Tinsley. So there we go.
Is that going to become a regular...
What? That's a phone in.
If you send us Freddos, we will happily ring you on the Palantir.
Absolutely. Yeah, so thank you, Larry.
I've already enjoyed mine. Very good. Trivia question this week before I forget. My question is, how many times does Grima Wormtongue encounter the Nazgul? Or some set of a ring wraith of some sort.
What?
In the Lord of the Rings story.
Story?
Well, world.
Well.
Yes.
How many times does Grima encounter a ring wraith?
Yes.
And
that's a question for you.
Well, yeah, that's standard trivia practice.
That's it.
Tricky. Well, or is it? Is it easy? And my question, which in a shocking twist I thieved from Tom this week, is what colour or colours are Erkenbrand's shield and horn?
James Clark, you have to answer this week's question. Otherwise you're banished from the channel.
What colour? Is he a spirit?
Erkenbrand's a spirit.
Can be banished.
Can be banished.
What colour or colours are Erkenbrand's shield and horn?
Very good.
If you painted the model the wrong colours, that doesn't count.
Yeah. Well, look at my one.
Blue!
Could be blue.
Could be blue. Colour colours are available.
Yes. Very good.
Trivia section.
Trivia section. We remembered. Boom. Topic for this week is going to be an interesting one. Oh, news. The news. We finished Cardiff.
Woo! Yeah. I went to that.
Congratulations to Mr. Red Ball.
Boo.
Very well done.
Very well done. Not boo, obviously.
Yes. I heard that there was some amazing games which were very tense.
Yeah,
he somehow managed to win that domination.
He got a draw.
He got a draw at domination when he had what? 3 models?
3 models. Total domination. Every model you kill comes back on a roll of 4+. Heroes come back on a roll of 5+. You can't be broken.
How is that physically possible, Ed?
You need to ask World Champion.
What? I still don't know how it's possible. Even if
you got 3 points. Like the objectives were 3 each, and there were no leader kills or raid kills, but you got 3 kills, 3 points if you killed more than your opponent.
Oh, okay.
So I'm sure over the course of the game, he would have killed more models.
Yeah.
So that's like an extra objective.
Yes, but still. Well done, sir. That is a very good result.
Very well done. He got incredibly lucky at the end against Chris Murphy when he snake eyes courage test with Guai here, and I think was in a good position up to then. Chris was. But obviously, you get lucky to win the end of that game.
Take your luck.
You need to play well, play extremely well throughout the rest of the games to win any
Put yourself into the position.
Yeah, exactly.
And the luck comes your way.
Yeah, that's what you do. So
well done. The courage test with your dwarf, Damian.
Benjamin, why?
The impetuousness of you.
It was a great tournament, so massive congratulations to Matt and Ali. They put on a great weekend. I played...
The weather didn't help.
The weather was awful.
Well, it's probably best actually. You were inside playing war games.
I've got a hobby vlog from it. I've done a hobby vlog throughout the weekend, which I'll try and get up in the next,
6 years.
Week or fortnight or so, I would have thought. Because there's quite a lot to edit through and that. But it was a really, really great weekend. I played 7 games, 6 new opponents, which has got to be a first for a very long time, apart from Sunlight Nova, which was cool. Yeah. All really nice guys. Got to put some faith, people like Gethin Watkins and Dewey Evans and James Scullion. Played all those and put faces to names and that sort of thing.
Very good.
And anyone else who I didn't mention as well. Thank you very much.
Welcome to Dewey on the most sports.
I played Ian Spiller. I've never played Ian Spiller. Never played him. Don't want to again. How gold grounds actually against 67 hobbits.
Do you know what I played him last time? What he had?
I don't know. He had 4 models, and the person who had more than 4 models won.
Dunlendings.
Oh god, yeah. Why Ian?
I think he'd lost 30 models before he took one of mine. Dunlendings are awful.
His break point was about 10 models more than I started with. It was like whole ground. I mean,
but Ian's not doing it to be filthy. He just paints armies that he likes. So on the one hand, he'd bring hobbits that are pretty kind of filthy, and then he'll bring Dunlendings.
His dad was there again, and I told him that he needs to teach his kids some manners. Just let him beat me up. But lovely bloke, both Spithers, lovely gentlemen. It was great to get first game against Ian.
So, what are the next events? The first one is at Sanctuary Gaming,
right? Yeah.
which is in Sutton, and that's run by Dan Bird and Owen Wood.
You buy a ticket?
No, because they don't open on Mondays.
Oh.
That's
Saturday.
They didn't pick up on when I rang the shop. I realise I can do this on PayPal, but I didn't want to talk to them anyway. So I'm calling tomorrow. But we will be there.
500 points, isn't it?
Yes.
Not good.
It depends what you're going for.
100 points. 100 points.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yes.
It's a 100-point event. So yes, that's in February. It's 2 weeks away or 3 weeks.
Something like that. It's the end, isn't it? 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Or 2.5 now.
2.5 for you.
No. I found out 1.5. 1.5.
1.5 for that.
One.
Is it that close?
I think so.
Anyway.
Foreign content is always on the Palantir.
Yes, go to the Great British.
If they're watching on Friday, I think it's a week tomorrow, isn't it?
Whilst Damian checks. The event after that, I should be more prepared, but my phone's downstairs charging, so you could pull up the schedule if you want.
No, it's 2 weeks after. It's the Saturday the 27th and Sunday the 28th of February.
28th of Feb.
So there's still spaces for that one, so
Yes.
make sure you sign up and go on 500 points.
Indeed.
Then after that, it's going to be the Unexpected Desolation,
Which is not in East Grinstead, it's in Epping. So that's Sam Page and Josh Triffitt.
Well done to Josh Triffitt, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
who came out of nowhere with Into the West. He finished 5th. But
Is this your list where you called it filth on the Palantir?
That called it. It was something like Goblin King, Grinnar, Goblin Captain, I don't know, 30 goblins, I don't know how many, Moria Shaman, and a Dweller.
Ugh.
Oh, grim. But he did really well.
Good night.
I'll say good night to all the viewers.
Night, GBHL viewers. Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams.
And he was on the top table playing Ed in the last game for the tournament.
What was the scenario?
It was it was a scenario called Cut Off the Head, where you got 3 victory points for every hero you killed.
Right. Hi, the Goblin Captains.
Look, it's Spell Beast.
Yes.
Excel at killing heroes. But it was I remember Josh turning around optimistically one point. It's 3-3. He killed Sheilov, and then soon afterwards he went 9-3. Lost. Obviously, we're chronically downhill from that point on.
Yes.
But well done to Josh for that. So that is the second tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And then
it must be the.
it's Throne of Skulls.
Throne of Skulls, yeah.
That's what. There was a great handover there.
Yeah.
It's Throne of Skulls.
It's sold out.
It's sold out. Very exciting though. What are you saying to that?
Probably Hunter Ox.
Cool.
Well,
Might get a grudge match against the Army of Thrall. Here's a quiz question for you.
Mm-hmm.
I value your opinion on this as well. In terms of fluff, because obviously I am for Throne of Skulls, just going for it's an 80 point doesn't matter towards the league, I want to take something fun. Which of these is more fun? Are either of these particularly sneery?
okay.
Because they're both genuinely coming from a good place. And it's something like, one of them is Thrall, Thorin, Dwalin, Balin, about 18 Grimhammer's Warriors Variable. It's pretty cool. That leaves me with 15 points. Right?
Are you putting dodgy Thrain in?
Yeah. Putting in crazy Thrain,
But why aren't you doing Thror, Thrain, Thorin, dwarves?
Because you then get because that way, by doing it that way, I get all 5 of the names.
You get more, yeah.
And it would be him going nuts at as an Albazar.
I think that's fine.
I mean, you don't, God knows Thrain the Broken isn't filthy or anything.
Yeah.
But I'd take along the Thrain model, because I've got Thrain the Broken as well.
Yes.
And so I'd rather use that one. So it's like essentially him throwing his courage test and going nuts at the battle.
That's cool.
So yeah, that's one idea.
So you'd want him in the red all the time?
Yeah. As Thrain the Broken. Or the other option is exactly the same thing. Thror, Thorin, Balin, Dwalin and the 20 odd dwarves. And with the 15 points I can upgrade Balin to Champions of Erebor Balin.
Right.
Where he's more armoured.
Like.
And is a better fighter as he would have been as an Albazar.
Yes.
And Thorin.
Still with one attack.
Yeah. And Thorin and Thror can lead the dwarves.
I like your Thrain idea. And Thrain does just pop up in the most unlikely places.
He does.
He does.
So
he'd be cool.
Which of those two? Because I don't think either of them seem filthy or anything, or seem cheesy. But which of those two is better?
The first one.
You think the first one?
But that's my opinion.
Yeah. I'll go with the majority. There you go. That will make my decision. Whichever, vote for it below, and whichever one.
Road to Rivendell.
Whichever one of those two. I want to take one with Thror wins.
Okay.
I will take the Throne Skulls. And I will paint Balin Champion of Erebor if he wins.
We will paint him anyway.
Yeah, he's on the list, but I don't know what order they're doing.
He'll be bumped. Very cool. Yeah, mine's going to be... Borg!
Is that starting to make sense yet?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's in the third part.
Has it come
Have you
out
watched
yet?
the third part?
I've not.
The third of 3 Dimrald Down, but as you should now know, I don't know if the Bolg and Golb screaming started in that one, or if it's in the 4th one.
Okay.
But you should now know that in the 4th one we have the Dimrald Down back rep from SPG issue 2. And in that, you're seeing this on Friday, tomorrow, you have got a lot of myself and Jamie Giblin screaming, Borg! And Golb! to look forward to. It's basically an hour of us finding that very funny. Maybe you will too.
But yes, I will be taking Bolg, Narzug, Thimble, and Hunter Orcs to be the barrels out of Bond.
Oh, cool.
Hunter Orcs.
All on foot.
Apart from Thimble and...
Apart from Bolg.
No, not Bolg. Deliberately not Bolg. Thimble and somewhat... Because you don't really see Thimble at the chase. But he should have been with them. So I've got Thimble...
Because he's on the riverbank.
Yeah, I've got Thimble and about 6 wargs who in my little world have run on ahead to scout somewhere and aren't with them when the actual attack takes place, but they meet back up with them.
So when you deploy your army, you go, there you go, Bolg, on foot. Most sporting, yeah?
Yeah, Narzug on foot.
Yeah. Just saying. Tom Harrison. Don't know if you've heard about me. Very charming.
I could do that, but I just... It'll be more interesting as a game with some cavalry.
Phil. Absolutely Phil.
He just knows he's going to destroy his Thrain the Broken.
Thrain the Broken going nuts. Charging towards us.
Okay, so that was news. Topic for this week is different to usual.
It is different. This is some crazy stuff. Again, Ryan will be scribbling away for this, I think. Okay. We're going to have a week off.
Hey!
As in, not from the Palantir, but
from the topic.
present Tom and Damian are having a week off because we had another topic last week that we recorded, and then, as is our want, we banged on about SPG for so long that we thought the episode was, I think it was an hour 20 minutes, it was long enough. So we took this topic out and saved it.
Well, how you say we?
Yeah, we talked about it.
No,
yeah, I mean,
you did.
Yeah, you've never taken anything out or put anything into the show at all. Don't.
Anyway, we're going back in time.
We are going back in time to
the Cretaceous period.
Yeah, lovely. Actually, where the T-Rex and the Triceratops roamed around. Just saying. Whose topic was it? Whose suggestion was it? Really?
No idea.
I think we're going to introduce it last week.
Yes. It's
I can't remember who it was.
We'll introduce it.
Yeah.
We'll know what we're talking about last week. Okay, Timothy Cole. Hi guys, this is the first time I've commented on one of your videos.
Thanks! Hi, you're right.
You've it's a strong first comment.
Yeah,
you've gone
smashed
from
it.
no comment, comment's a topic.
Yeah. It's slid a topic right in there.
Yeah, yeah.
It was good, we saw this.
Your commenting will probably go downhill from this point.
Oh.
You're probably not going to get the topic every week. But anyway, he says, I'm a big fan of your show and look forward to it every week.
You.
I have a question topic that I was wondering if you guys could comment on. I recently held a tournament in Ontario for the OSBGL, and we had great fun, a great turnout of 18 players. That was the max due to space. Well done, selling out like these Grinstead. Over the couple more veteran players talking about the lists people tend to bring to tournaments, and it got me thinking. The idea that good don't have as much competitive stuff, and so it's harder to make creative lists without those specific models in the list to be able to win tournaments. An example is Alfred in a good army. Unless it's a Battle of the Five Armies or Lake Town themed list, it's going to be seen as being rather cheesy. But you often see things in evil lists that don't necessarily line up with the lore, but then they don't have the kind of the stigma surrounding them that it's filth necessarily. Just bunging a ring wraith in, perhaps. But anyway, he says, thank you guys for the great videos. Please keep up the great work, and he hopes to order his issues of SBG magazines very soon.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So thank you. Tim, thoughts? Would you like to talk about your East Grinstead list as well? Not East Grinstead, your Cardiff list.
Well remembered. Well, to bring this in, to then see if it's discussed or not.
Yeah.
Okay, so my list is 450 points, and what I ended up going for was Thorin, Oakenshield.
Yep. On.
Wait.
In.
Wait. In.
A barrel. It could be on. It could be on something. It could be in something. In a blue coat.
Thorin, Oakenshield with the Oakenshield, leading 11 Warriors Variable.
No Orchrist.
I said wait. 11 Warriors Variable, with a mixture of spears and shields.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I then have Legolas with Elven Cloak and Armour, leading, I don't actually know, something like 4, it must be 3, I think it's 4 with glaive, 4 Mirkwood Elves with glaive and 3 with bows.
Okay.
There is my Battle of Five Armies lists theme.
4. Oh, you're going to add more to that.
And 3 with bow.
I'm like, that doesn't add up as a bow list, but you're not finished.
No, exactly. And I think that, even though you got Legolas instead of Thranduil, that's...
Legolas chucks Orchrist to Thorin, right? And I think you're
that's still
perfectly within your rights to put Leggy and Thorin together.
I think that's quite fluffy. In a kind of, it looks...
Well, I was going to say...
Well, no, because he's got the Oakenshield.
Yeah. I was going to say, let's not get onto the fluff versus whatever argument, but I quite like Jamie's definition that it also has to be soft as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes it, that's quite nice. But
it has to be themed and
I actually like his definition of, let's use fluffy for it's themed and uncompetitive.
Yeah.
Themed for if it's purely just themed. Because then that breaks the whole, when you say something like that's fluffy, people go, what's he talking about? All you need to just say is, I think that's relatively themed, and then that's, I think that's a good definition. So it's not uncompetitive.
Yeah. And but then, in addition to that, Thorin has got Orchrist, which he wouldn't have whilst leading Warriors Variable, and he wouldn't have the shield at the Battle of Five Armies.
No.
And Thorin is on a pony.
But he does have a shield in the king. He does have a shield at one point. It could just be a shield.
And Thorin is on a pony. And then in Legolas's warband there are also 4, I think, maybe 3 Mirkwood Rangers. So at that point,
because they
ignore the by 11.
Yeah, they do. But then your others are 4 and 3, which is fine. Which is fine.
So that was my army. Exactly. Which is what I was actually talking about, as in that's what I've gone, but I've gone to compete with it. Because I think it's relatively good. So what you end up with is a defence 7 front line, fight 5 behind it with the glaives.
And
elves,
can't even see
4 of them you can't see them. Legolas shooting. I've also got Orcrist in there because there's bound to be Goblin Kings.
Yeah, you've got it. Yeah, points. Goblin King will be grim at those points. Yeah. You really do need Orcrist.
So it's a good army, and I'm not claiming in any way this time that's certainly not fluffy.
Yeah, you could have gone for Mega Leggy with Orcrist.
They didn't have the points. I like Thorin having him as leader. Yeah. But as soon as you put Thorin as a pony, I think you can't claim its thing. That's done purely for tactical advantage.
Unless you've converted him to be on a ram.
On a ram, yeah, I suppose.
And use the pony.
But so...
I think that ponies, I'm going to say it, ponies and horses are stupidly underpointed. Same as Felbeast.
Yeah.
Everyone bangs on about Felbeast being underpointed. Ponies and horses should be scaled up massively for certain characters.
I do think the difference between those, though, is that the horse and ponies are incredibly easy to kill.
Yeah, they are.
The Felbeast is a lot harder to kill before it makes its presence felt.
No, Felbeast is far worse.
But then it is 5 times
an offender. Yeah. But I think that, ponies should be 10, horses 20, and you'd still buy them.
Yeah. But I believe the reason Tom delayed this is a roundabout way of saying that's a competitive good army without the potentially the auto includes. Was that the point?
Well, no, it was more just you could probably make a point on it.
But he mentioned Alfred. I don't think you read it out. Alfred was his example.
But you've not bunged Alfred in.
Yeah, I haven't put Alfred in.
No.
And I could have done. Yeah. At 20 points, dropped 2 doors and put Alfred in.
Yeah.
And I didn't. And that... I don't know, maybe I should have done, but then equally... I'm not convinced he would be the best choice. I think that maybe another 2 Defence 7 models might be more useful. I don't know.
But Legolas with all that might.
Yeah. But no, I didn't put Alfred in because I think if you put Alfred in, it has then become you've got everyone are looking at ugh.
Whereas and then when you lose, it's also like, well, hey, well, there you go.
Whereas still at the moment, I've got Legolas with a Warband of Elves and Thorin with a Warband of Dwarfs, albeit tricked up. So, but your fundamental question is it harder to make competitive good lists?
And also, why are the evil ones not seen as being as filthy, perhaps when they're mixing between? But I do.
I think they are.
Anything that bungs a ring wraith in a goblin army is Phil.
Yeah, I think I think perhaps the reason they're not sometimes seeing it is because all the evil armies kind of rock up together. Yeah. You see things like the Pearl in the Field. You have like the Haradrim and the Easterlings and the Orcs all fighting together, and I don't know, big rabbles of evil models are perhaps easier to get on board with as generic orcs than say a bunch of Rohan guys fighting with a bunch of Rivendell knights, which makes you go, well, hang on, where was that or something? I think. Yeah. But no, I completely agree with you. Like, I think
Shades of big offenders have just been dumped into lists. Yeah, Shamans. The Shaman in the Goblin Town list is just.
Yeah.
I despise that. Yeah. The whole point of the whole rules of Goblin Town is that they've not got a Shaman in the list. That's the entire purpose of how the list is pointed.
If the Shaman already existed, if they were meant to have a Shaman they put in.
Yeah. I mean, it's frustrating. I just think that the Shamans, it would be a very clean rule to clear up. Just it only impacts the army list that they're in. The faction that you've taken them in.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, so he those kind of dropping those things in, I don't know, I think potentially gets you under the radar a bit.
It is a bit with those kind of things. I think if you dropped like the Goblin King into any of the list, that's just filth.
Like James Long did that.
And people would call you out for it. However much you convert him to look like a fatty Abracan guard or something.
I think they're certainly over here. They are largely looked down on, like, or in some way people go, ugh. If you see a Goblin Town army that's got a Shaman, it's like, ugh. And then the inevitable Wraith.
People don't even like Legolas. Sometimes they're just like, ugh, it's Legolas, even if it's an elf army.
Yeah.
Which isn't unthemed at all. It'll be a perfectly themed army, but you see Legolas, Thranduil, Galadriel, and you're like, ugh. So the Lothlorien Mirkwood crossover's another one where you can kind of slide in. It looks like themes because they're all from the same list, but it's not themed.
Because it's actually a combination of 2 lists.
Yeah.
So then, is it harder to make competitive good lists without dropping those things in?
Without dropping them.
I'll say the equivalent of Alfred.
Or Legolas, just those kind of.
Yeah.
They're the main offenders that people drop in.
So I was thinking before this about what's won events. And obviously we've had like Edsfell Beasts, more Farokas, who won...
James Braun's won with Goblins.
With Goblins
and
with
2 Raves.
And he's won tournaments with 2 armies, so he's also won with Rivendell Knights.
Yes, he has won with Rivendell Knights. Was it Rivendell Knights with Saruman?
Yeah.
With Saruman, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Jamie's won with Wood Elves and Wozers. That was Legolas.
World Champion won with Galathrim.
Yeah, that was with Galadriel Radagast.
I'm trying to think of good armies that have won. You won Nova with Wood Elves.
And then... What other good armies? Callum won with Dwarves.
Did.
But that was Floy and Thorin and...
Balin, I think.
Old Balin.
J. Clare with Lake Town.
Yeah. Plus new Saruman and new...
new White Council, yeah.
Yeah, Galadriel.
Who won doubles? Who won Mansfield doubles? Was it James and Jamie?
No, it was Jay and Dan and Whistle.
Oh, right. That was the
Late
Lake
Town and White Council again. Any other good armies to have won an event? Who won? Doubles the year that we met was a multi. You brought 2 armies event.
Yeah.
And
I came second at Stockport with the Fanduel's Halls list.
You did. It's a good job they beat Theoden.
They didn't beat him, he beat himself.
Yeah.
So those are the kind of armies that won tournament, and they are different.
Yeah.
All of those are actually very different.
Yeah.
Legolas was in a couple. So I don't know. Alfred. So you're essentially saying if you exclude Alfred and Legolas, you still get Rivendell Knight armies.
You still get.
The dwarf army was something of a one-off.
It's like my Azog's Hunters with Bolg winning. I think it's anyone can. I mean, Callum will have played outstandingly, but it's like with anything, and with Ed winning with the Fell Beast with no magic. It seems like you're not going to win on paper, but if you just have a tad extra look over the tournament, you win the important roll-offs. You can end up winning the tournament.
If you get the right players it's the same event, isn't it? If you get the right players at the right scenarios, you win. If you get the wrong players at the wrong scenarios, you lose.
You replay the tournament and you end up losing.
Yeah.
2-3 games just because of a bad run, which Giblin seems to have had a lot recently.
Yeah.
Just gets punted down into another horrendous matchup because it's recon against 80 models or whatever.
Well, I don't think. I mean, if you take the things out, which I think is what you said, if you take the filth out, if you take out Alfred and you take out Shamans and you take out maybe Ring Wraiths, I think good is better.
Yeah, it has a massive impact on evil.
I think you'll find there's more filth things dropped into evil armies than there are into good.
Fury, if you ignore Berserkers, Fury's huge.
Yeah.
And Ferals. But Fury's absolutely huge. And
is it harder to play good armies and be competitive without having the stigma of being filth?
I don't think so.
No, I think
because look at Rob's Lake Town army when he had it at Nova, Gandalf plus Bilbo plus Lake Towners, and that's an incredibly good force.
Yeah.
And it's just normal Lake Town plus Gandalf and Bilbo, but it's not horrendous.
Lake Town's a very, very competitive faction.
Yeah. Especially with the good heroes that you can then afford to put in.
Yeah.
That's the key thing.
And you can have Alfred and no one will mind. It's Lake Town. And you can legitimately get in at the very least Gandalf before you get into cheese
Yeah.
But no, it's a bit tricky what the actual question is. That like, if there's no filth, is good or bad better, or is it harder to...
I just think that more evil's thought of as filth because the named wraiths and shamans aren't in the films.
Yeah.
The filthy thing, whereas the really effective things in the good... Okay, exception Goblin King, but in the good armies, Legolas and people like that, even Thorin to an extent, they're iconic in the film, so people are happy to see them.
Yeah, perhaps.
In a way.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think if you removed the things that people groan at when they see armies on the table, good would win army more than evil.
Yeah.
Possibly more so.
Because evil would have to take courage tests.
The Hobbit.
That was horrendous when I was doing the Hunter Orcs. Playing anything like Thranduil's or Dismay is just horrendous because you have to think about every single move because as soon as you fail the courage test you're then blocking your other warriors and it's just horrible. And then the courage test.
Should take a shaman.
I just hate putting a shaman in a list that doesn't have one.
But we also, I mean, over here, you know, is it better to play? It says, is it hard to play good armies and be competitive without having the stigma of bringing filth? I think we get as much good filth over here as evil filth.
Yeah.
In that, because you get loads of, you get some really horrible armies, stuff chucked into stuff, and kind of elves with spears behind Khazad Guard with
or Fountain
Lake
Court.
Town, behind Fountain Court, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That don't have any way of linking them,
no.
like thematically. Even if you were trying to claim that, even if you wanted to, which of course you don't have to.
Yeah, but it is funny how few factions from Good have won a tournament. Because since we've been doing the Great British Hobbit League, Minas Tirith hasn't won.
Rohan
hasn't won. Arnor hasn't won. Obviously Numenor hasn't won.
It's impossible.
Rivendell has won. Callum won with Rivendell.
Nice.
But he won with a Eregion list. Oh, it was a mix of Eregion and Galadrim though. A pure High Elf force hasn't won yet.
What did he win?
When he drew Ed in the last game.
Oh, he's Christian.
Yeah, he had.
Oh yeah.
High Elves
it's horrible. That's a horrible army list. Gandalf from Shadowfax.
It was Gandalf on Shadowfax. Arwen. Yeah, and you've got Gandalf, so yeah, it's not really.
I hate that army. He's beaten me twice, I think. It's horrible.
I played it with the Warg Rider Witch King on Fell Beast and just Gothmog and Orcs and it smashed it.
Yeah, it's the strength 4.
It was the strength 4 Warg Riders just tore through the Rivendell. I just got lucky on the charge.
Blinding light and elf shooting. It's just
Anyway, yes. Thank you for the question, Tim.
What do you guys think?
Yes, indeed.
That's one of the many questions we've just answered with that.
Yes.
Many variations of what exactly Tim's question might be.
Yeah. And there you go. Thank you very much, Timothy Cole.
Thank you, Timothy Cole. Timothy Cole there's topic.
Yeah, which we enjoyed last week.
We did enjoy last year.
I can't even remember what we said.
It was about the good models and filth, good armies, being easy to filth. And that is this week's topic.
Now, Acton's comment makes sense. Do you remember I said you need to talk about your list later?
Yeah.
And then we talked about it in the Timothy Cole section.
Yeah.
Which then got removed from the programme. So you know how you said, we'll remember. It
does.
You know how we said, oh yeah, we'll remember to do that. We did remember. We just cut it out.
And then someone else said that at the weekend.
Did they?
I think it was Ed.
Really?
I think Ed said, yeah, you were talking about your army.
And then Tom
cut you off. And I went, yeah, we talked about it like that.
It
makes sense. I hadn't even made that
connection. Because when Acton said that, I was like, he's been a nerdle. Of course we talked about it.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
So there you go, we did talk about it, but then we took it out.
Yeah.
Because it was we took it out of the theatrical edition.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
To put it into the super extended
edition. You've heard about it.
Yeah. So that's this week's topic. Tell us what you think in the comments below for next week's issue.
Yes.
Issue, really?
Absolutely. But that's not it for the Palantir this week.
Not it for the Palantir this week.
Because we have some challenges.
Do we?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not where I thought you were going.
Why do you think I was going?
I thought you were going to a 50-point bat rap.
Yeah, we have some challenges.
Oh, challenges?
Yeah,
I thought you said challenges.
Oh yeah, we have,
like, you know,
we have daily struggles.
Like, what we want you to have done, build an igloo.
Sting.
Tame a swan. Ride that swan.
Great.
We have some challenges.
We do.
Do we? To as if.
Hello. We are going to go with 5 fell wargs.
Strong. 5 warbands, so you've got great deployment jobs. So.
Comment below who's going to win.
Yep. Before you watch it.
Yeah.
And EOWYN, unarmoured, unthrowing spear, on horse, with 1 rider of Rohan on horse.
He has a bow.
He does have a bow. He's going to snipe you. Snipe all 5. It's going to be going for their 2nd win. We'll go into that now. And so here is the table, fresh from the destruction of the Gondor warband. EOWYN and the recently resurrected Rider of Rohan have tried to continue their ride through the forest, but look, coming down from the mountains are 5 fell wargs. So this is denizens of Mirkwood army list. They're 5 independent warbands. So Tom got to put 1 down, and then Sea Ride deployed before putting his other 4 down. And as you can see, he has used that to.
We need to play 6 on, don't we?
Yeah, he's used that to extreme tactical advantage to make the most of it. And with that, we'll go into first turn priority.
This guy in the middle's my leader.
Yeah, I'm kind of
big lad.
Big lad. Is that his name? What difference does him being a leader make?
I don't know. Kudos.
Right.
The others fear him.
So the wargs for priority get. They get a 5, and EOWYN gets a 2, so it goes to wargs.
Save the big dice for later.
Yeah. And off they go. And they're up.
Woof.
He's charging him there. There goes woof. There goes woof woof.
Woof woof woof.
Woof woof woof.
No, that's woof. That's big
Woof,
lad.
woof to the power of 4. Woof squared. And EOWYN is going to. Is she insane? Does she?
You get charge bonus.
Yeah, but do I take 2?
Oh.
No. Madness. Bang. And bang.
Oh, he's not going for a cheeky heroic combat on the end.
No, need might for choking. So we've got 2 combats, and we'll start with EOWYN charging against Wolf Squared.
Oh, it's a 6!
Wolf Squared gets a 6. And EOWYN gets a 3. She can't do anything.
Defense 3.
She's defense 3.
4.
Not the horse?
No.
Oh, Wolf Squared chokes.
Wolf
and
the
charging Rider of Rohan.
Wolf to the battle 4. No, it's not a 6.
And the Rider Rohan.
Oh.
God.
5s.
Yeah. Oh, they survive. A lucky escape, I feel. We're going to priority.
That was a chant.
Yeah, very much. The wargs get a 1 this time. And
it goes to you. It goes to you.
A
regardless of what you roll.
4. We will charge. I sense some trapping coming on. Nom. So he's going into woof woof woof. He's got EOWYN's charging Wolf Squared, presumably round.
Yeah.
Do you want to trap EOWYN or the rider?
Rider.
You can do EOWYN at the same time.
Yeah.
This
Why wouldn't you?
could be dark days for EOWYN. So in the combat phase, should we start with the rider?
Yeah.
So you've got 3 wargs fighting 1 rider of Rohan.
They'll use their teeth and claws.
Is it a 4?
It's a 4.
It's a 4 highest. They are the same fight value.
Yes.
The rider of Rohan.
Oh!
They are all knocked down! That's woof, 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 and woof, woof, woof. So first striking against woof, because he's the easiest one to say.
Yeah.
Get rid of him.
Yeah.
Oh. Another 2 strikes against woof.
Oh. But they're on the floor.
And EOWYN.
Against
This is Wolf Squared and Wolf to the power of 4.
Oh, it's only a 3.
Oh, it's 3. Surely EOWYN.
Yeah,
EOWYN
she
loves
does
it with a
this time.
6. Knocks them both down. So her first strike against Wolf Squared.
This is going to be a long 50-point battle.
The next strikes against Wolf Squared. Oh, God.
Still, it makes for an interesting board.
Yep, they're all on the floor. They can't kill anything.
Wargs get a 3.
Wargs get a 3. EOWYN. Oh, she's charging again! This one will have probably only 1, I guess. And EOWYN will take 2.
Stand up. Smash.
So that's woof, 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 and now woof squared on the rider. I've decided. Should we do the rider first?
Yeah, so I get 3.
Yep. That's a 4 highest from woof, 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 and woof squared. And the rider, he gets a 5. Never in doubt, and back down they go.
Can you
he's going to go
actually
up,
roll
he's going up woof squared. Oh, God.
Longest rep ever.
Woof squared. Oh. What are you doing? And EOWYN. It's a 6 against EOWYN.
They can't do anything there.
It's a 4, but as they can't do anything, I'm just going to back away.
Well, this has been
ineffective.
Yeah.
Probably. 4. Oh, it goes back. The lack of might is really hurting the dog there. EOWYN will go. Just going to 1.
Yeah.
This guy's probably still on 1, I guess.
Why not go for 1 on the floor?
Don't know. Let's go for those 2.
EOWYN?
Yeah. Oh no, she nails. Doesn't need it.
Doesn't need it?
No, she'll get charged. Be fine. Doesn't need it. It's not the way of the Rohan.
Alright.
Next turn, a dead EOWYN.
Yeah.
Regrets everything. The rider against, I think, woof, 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 and woof squared. It's a 4. Oh, it's cocked. It's a 4 highest. The rider gets a 6. I need 1 dice.
Surely.
He's going to strike against woof squared.
Okay.
He takes him out twice this time. Woof squared goes down. And now he's striking it against woof woof. Which is here. Oh, he does him too. He's making
That
up
could
for
be a
it.
turning point.
There goes woof woof. That could be the point you decided to take 5 wargs.
Yeah. EOWYN's going down though.
EOWYN against 2. Oh, that's a 6.
She's got 2 might though.
She's got a 5, she uses a point of might.
Oh.
Knock them both down. There goes woof woof woof, and there goes woof to the power of 4. She'll make a first strike against woof woof woof. A second strike against woof woof woof.
What was...
EOWYN yet to kill a dog.
What's 1 might left?
Yeah.
The dogs get a 4, it's alright, it's alright.
Not as good as that.
Every time!
EOWYN will charge, I'll film my hand. EOWYN will charge woof woof woof. The rider will charge woof.
This rider's going down.
Woof to the power of 4 goes in against the rider. Let's do the rider.
It's a 2.
It's a 2, the rider's going down. They're both knocked down.
Oh no!
We'll make our first strikes against woof to the power of 4.
Yeah, legend. What's it?
Her next strikes against woof to the power of 4. Woof to the power of 4 goes down. And we've just got EOWYN against woof woof woof. He gets a 3. EOWYN? It's a 3. Wins on 5 only. She has 4 strikes against woof woof woof. And she kills him. So, the only question it raises is, can woof on the ground take them both out? I rate his chances.
Priority. Oh, he's like
God, a 6. Outstanding. I nearly care. Point of might.
No!
They go in. So sad for you. And what can woof get?
6s. No.
It's a 3. The rider gets 5 and we win. And we'll give it to EOWYN.
She'll fluff it.
She needs 5s.
Gosh.
And she takes him out and the last warg falls. And this time, the rider and EOWYN both survive. Let's take a wargs to a tournament. Good on. We'll go to a post-battle battle breakdown. So, welcome to the post-battle battle breakdown, and it was another glorious victory for EOWYN and the rider.
Who knew old mounted Rohan would be so OP?
Yeah, absolutely. You didn't put up the strongest of fights.
I had the first round of combat, I won the first 2. I won the first 2 fights, and then after that,
It sounds great, but not having might was huge for you.
Yeah.
You just never got priority
I was
after
just
that.
rolling on the floor, like doing Bulg, doing Ganty, McKellen, doing a Warg on the floor.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Was that a rarely seen in the modern era? Ian McKellen. That's Ian McKellen doing Bulg, doing a walk right on the floor.
Oh, what were they doing? They were just rolling.
I mean, they should have been dead hours ago. I don't know. I didn't.
You had a lot of wound dice.
I think there were 4 strikes, like 4 dual strikes, weren't there? Where I didn't kill it anyway. So like 4 from the rider, 4 from over. But yeah, their rampage does go on.
That's 2, and how is 3 the?
I think Gondor won 3.
They beat the Hobbits.
They beat the Lake Towners first, didn't they?
Goblins first. They beat the Goblins. Goblins beat Lake Town.
Yes, they beat the Goblins, then the Hobbits, then
the Mirkwood Spiders.
Spiders.
Maybe we should do a Mirkwood Spiders versus all Warg.
Yeah, well, the bottom 2.
Yeah.
So the question becomes, do you know who you're bringing to challenge the unstoppable wrath of Defence 3 EOWYN?
I don't know. There's a few options. It could be Merry, Pippin and Sam.
Should get the job done.
Throw stones for the win.
You can influence this. If you put comments below, we will read them before the back wrap, and if we've got the models, and we'll do them. Did you get a Warg Rider? Is there an Orc captain?
No, not cheap enough.
Can the drum lead?
Yeah, but he's 40 points.
Oh, is
so you can only get 10 points. I think an Orc tracker on a Warg's 11.
No. Sauron? Or?
You just can't get a budget Wraith, can you? Are they 55?
So yeah, you get a budgie Wraith.
Budgie Wraith?
Yeah. Okay. Little black bird in a cage.
King's Huntsman would do him.
No, not against EOWYN and... Horse is dead, take it off. Horse is dead, take it off. Rider's dead, take it off. EOWYN's dead, take it off. Good night.
Yeah,
there you go. Let us know what your thoughts would be about the next one. That's it. Yeah. That's it for another week for us. As far as we know, we'll be back next week.
Yes. No.
With potential special edition. I did tell you about this.
Oh yes. No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
We haven't actually confirmed the special edition.
No.
In a few weeks, but I think we may have a special guest next week.
Comment below.
Yeah, comment below.
Comment below.
And then if they don't turn up, it'll give us something to talk about. And
it might be Evangeline Lilly.
Could be again. Well, I wouldn't like to say lower.
Ori.
Evangeline Lilly has a nicer bum than the person who is coming on. I think they wouldn't mind that.
Em's gonna be furious.
Yeah, that should tell you that, because we know
if someone says Em.
Yeah, because we know better than our lives are worth, it won't be Em or Lily. So yeah, that's something to look forward to potentially. And maybe that person will influence the content of 50 Point Bat Rep. Maybe they will be the challenger.
Clever.
That was nice.
Yeah.
But until then, don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe.
Support your Hobbit hosts by looking in the description below.
Or clicking on the links below.
Yeah.
Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook.
Support your Hobbit hobby.
Happy Strategy Battle Gaming. What's that? Is that new?
Yeah.
Do I go that way?
Yeah. Good. It's to celebrate the X-Files. Boom.
Oh yeah, the X-Files on today. I loved it.